was motionless in the apartment.
It's unmanageable what he looked like.
He was literally skin and bone. It was so sad.
He was in very rough shape, and to look at him, you could see why. He couldn't stand on his own, and every bone in his body stuck out.
We immediately put an IV catheter in him, got some fluids started, ran some blood work, and noticed that many of his organ functions were starting to fail. And we knew we did not have much time. He couldn't even eat on his own. He was so weak. So what we had to do was lift him up into a sternal position and hold the bowl for him as he was eating.
It was very sad to see the condition he was in. A lot of the staff would go in and visit him because he couldn't really get up and do things. It was very important for him to have as much stimulation as possible. So we would go in and just love on him, talk to him, and we could see it was being reciprocated, which gave us all hope.
We needed to make sure that we were rotating him so he wasn't on the same side constantly because we didn't want him to develop pneumonia. He had some sores where his bones basically were grinding on whatever surface he was laying on. And so we needed to treat those pressure sores. Day by day, he just slowly improved. He would take more and more steps on his own. And even now, as the muscle's rebuilding, he still has a long way to go. And it's been a couple of months now since he came into us. But it's amazing the transformation. And this poor dog that just was neglected.
I was really glad to hear that he was doing well, because I know in the very beginning, things did not look good for Otis.
As he got better, it's just him being able to move around on his own, and he loves to play with toys. He does love to go on walks, and we've just enjoyed seeing him make that progress.
A part of this case that is upsetting to me, that people would do this, leave their animals, leave their dogs, and just walk out of an apartment, walk out of a house. It's sometimes difficult to say whose apartment it was. So getting us out there and checking on these things, even if we can't make an arrest at this point, Otis is saved, and Otis is now on a path to adoption.
Yes. Otis is the perfect example of what we all do here and why we do it. The community is so important for successful stories like Otis because it is such a team effort. Without donations, we would not be able to provide the care that we were able to give Otis and so many others like him. So we really, just from the bottom of our hearts, all the staff here thanks everybody for the support, for the donations, for all the outreach. Even if you didn't have your hand in Otis and you have never met him and never touched him, you have. So we thank you.